The market sucks right now if you happen to be a seller, and if you're thinking of putting your house up on the market, I would do a lot of research because right now there is a lot of false information. But I want to give you guys the raw data that just came up from the Toronto Real Estate Board. By the way, I am a real estate agent if you guys need any help. And so let's get right into the numbers. The July stats just came out, and in this video, I'm going to be covering Ajax, Oshawa, Pickering, and Whitby. And you can see here, these are the July numbers. I've been keeping track since the beginning of the year. So this is how many homes sold on the Toronto Real Estate Board each month. This includes like freeholds and condos. And right now, while it's not the slowest month of the year, it is pretty darn close because the slowest month of the year so far was January. And you can see the numbers are right next to it. Ajax is at 95. Oshawa is only at 207 homes sold. Pickering is at 89, and in January they had sold 83. So you can see there's a huge drop since the peak of the market, which was like February. And what I've done is I've started to take out March in April because simply I was just running out of space. But if you guys need those stats like March and April, just check out my previous videos. They're all there. Okay, and now let's get into price comparisons because everybody wants to know what the prices are. So this is Whitby back here. I'm just going to move this over here because there's no space. So same thing as before, the same four cities, Ajax, Oshawa, Pickering, and Whitby. But like I said before, I took out March and April and May. In this one, I took out May as well because simply I'm running out of space here. So like I said, if you guys need those stats, you can find them in my previous videos. So you can see the peak was in January and February, the prices. February was the peak for Oshawa for detached homes. They were at about 1.2. And now they're selling at $815,000. That is a drop of $312,000, which means it's a drop of 28%. Now, let's look at Ajax. Ajax at the peak was in February, but just to keep things consistent, because I don't want some people saying, especially agents saying, oh, you're just manipulating the stats, whichever one gives you like the biggest number, you just use that for that month. I don't want people saying that, so just for consistency's sake, I'm comparing everything to January. I've been doing that ever since I started the channel. So in January, they were selling for about 1.46, and now in July, they're at just over $1 million. That's detached homes average prices, and that's a drop of 27% in prices. But since January, Pickering has dropped 19%, but if you're going to compare it to February, it would be a much bigger drop. Okay, same thing with Whitby. They were at 1.5 at the peak of the market, but in January they were at 1.46. Now they're at 1.1, which makes it a drop of 25%. Okay, so that's average prices. I also want to cover median prices. I know some people ask me like why I cover median. When I didn't cover median prices, people ask me why I don't cover median prices. So, so I'm just throwing it in there. If it's not useful to you, that's fine. You can skip over it. But some people find it handy. And I'm just trying to give you guys as much stats as I have access to. And then maybe, if I present 10 stats, maybe 3 are useful to you. And then that kind of helps you make decisions. Maybe 7 are useful to you. So same thing with median prices. They're down 390,000, 290,000, 400 grand in Pickering, and 337,000 in Whitby for detached homes. Now, what's happening? We're not done yet. We're just getting started. So what's happening right now is obviously not exclusive to Durham. I'm making a much like a bigger video, a bigger project, which I'm going to be covering every single region, like Halton, Peel, Toronto, York, and Durham. And you can see here, I've been breaking down since the beginning of the year. Detached average prices, every single region has taken a big hit. This is Durham over here. Peel, look at this. Peel drops that much every single month. And Toronto kind of held off for a bit, like this is March, April, May, but then it has dropped quite a bit. And look at York. York was at almost $2 million. Now it's right around the $1.5 million mark. So every single region has taken a big hit. And this is another stat I just wanted to show you guys. This is overall homes sold in every single region on the Toronto Real Estate Board for July. The July numbers have come in below 5,000 sales in all of the Toronto Real Estate Board. And when I saw that, I wanted to cover every single year because I was like, wow, that seems really low. Let me see if this has happened before. So I went back as far as the year 2000. So this is every single July for every single year since the year 2000. And we are at the lowest point right now. They were hovering around the 5,000 mark in the year 2000 and 2002. But ever since then, it's been right around the 7,500 mark, sometimes even the 10,000 sales mark. And now we're below 5,000. And that has not happened in a long, long time. Now, if you guys want to look at overall average prices, not just detached, this is Ajax, Oshawa, Pickering, Whitby, like I said before. The average prices for July down here. And you can see every single one is down. And Ajax is down 22%. Keep in mind this is freeholds and condos. Oshawa is down 25%. This is not number of sales. This is actual prices. Pickering is down 17%. Whitby is down 21%. Okay. Now, if you guys like this kind of stuff, I'm not done yet. I'm going to cover a lot of other stuff as well. But if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, like this kind of stuff takes me a long, long time to prepare. I'm not like an expert in Microsoft Excel or like drawing up charts and that kind of stuff. So it does take me a lot of time to prepare. So if you guys enjoy it, please consider subscribing. That would really make my day. Now, let's look at freehold townhouses and average prices for now. Same thing here. These are the prices for July down here. For example, in January in Ajax, they were selling for about 1.1 and now they're down to 868,000. That is a drop of 22% in price. In January, Pickering was selling for 1.15 and now it is down to $859,000. That's a drop of 25%. Oshawa is down 16% and Whitby is down 22%. Like I said before, I'm just using January as the marker for comparison. Freehold townhouses median, and if you guys are interested in median prices, and every single market is down as well, 22%, 23%, 25%, 22% again. So the average is around the 23% mark for median prices for freehold townhouses. Okay, now let's look at condos. Condo average prices. You'll be, I mean, it's not really a big shock. Condos always seem to kind of survive these downturns because usually they're somewhat affordable because a lot of the times when people get priced out of like detached homes, townhouses, no, detached homes and semis, they move down, because everybody wants to buy something at least. So either they'll buy like a townhouse or a condo. And condos are always a big market for investors as well. And somehow they never seem to run out of money. So condos generally drop, but it's nothing like detached homes or semis. So you can see here like condos are down 9%, 14%, and 7%. Oshawa is actually up 5%, but that is because I'm comparing to January, like I said before, because I just want to stay consistent. But if you were going to compare it to like February or even June, Oshawa's down as well because right now they're selling for $379. Now let's look at condo median prices. Same thing here, like Oshawa is up 26%, but like I said before, that is because I'm comparing to January, but I just want to show you guys in February they were selling for $545, so you can kind of make up your own mind that if the condo market's up or down in Oshawa. Obviously it's down, but I didn't want to compare this to January and this one to February and this one to February and this one to January, because then it looks like I'm kind of manipulating the stats and trying to just swing it one way. So that I don't want to do that stuff. So January all across the board. Now, if you guys want to see the breakdown month by month for condos, same thing here, Ajax, Oshawa, Pickering, and Whitby. Whitby is in blue. So this is what's been going on every single month. And you can see here, like Oshawa was holding on pretty strong. Oshawa is in the dark, I guess dark green. And they've been holding on pretty strong up until July, and it dropped quite a bit. And Whitby is in blue, so they've been kind of slowly coming down, but it's not as drastic as detached homes as we saw earlier. And Ajax is not that bad. Ajax is doing okay for condos. Like it's hovering above the $500,000 mark. Okay, so that is for condos. And we're not done. We're just gonna cover a few more things. But like I said before, if you guys enjoy this kind of content, please consider subscribing because It does help the channel grow, and kind of cheers me up. Thank you. Now let's look at what's actually going on in the market today, because price, obviously, that's the most important. Yes, so you should know what prices are. But if you happen to be in the market to buy or sell, these are the kind of stats you guys need to know. Right now, there are this many listings on the MLS for Ajax, Oshawa, Pickering, and Whitby. And out of those, this is how many have had to drop their price because they were not getting the price they were looking for. Let's say, for example, Oshawa, there are 397 listings for sale right now, and 73 of them dropped the price. And out of the 397, 246 of them have been on the market for longer than 2 weeks. Now, why is this important? It's important because if I had done this stat in January, February, March, this would be almost non-existent. This number would not exist at all because everything was flying off the shelves. So now you kind of, if you're a buyer, you know, when you go see a property, you actually have some time to think about it. You have time to go home, maybe talk to your mortgage broker, crunch some numbers, you know, discuss it with the family before you have to panic and overpay because it's going to sell in 3 days with 30 offers. So that's why this number is important. And if you're a seller too, it's important because you want to know if the house is going to sell in 3 days or 30 days, or if it's not going to sell at all, because a lot of homes are just not selling. So hopefully these are the kind of discussions you guys have when you're talking to your agent. I am also an agent. You should be talking to me. Like I said before, if you guys want honest advice, you know, sometimes it's not pleasant to hear, but it's the truth. I just report the stats. So if you guys are looking for an honest agent who's just not gonna, you know, like downplay what's going on in the market, give me a call, because especially in this market, it's better to know exactly what's going on up front because you don't want to get set up for disappointment later on. Now, I want to share SNLR. SNLR is just a sales to new listings ratio. What that means is it just means that how many listings are coming up and how many are selling and the ratio between them. And they say that if it's over 60%, it is a seller's market. If it's below 40, it's a buyer's market, and anything in between is a balanced market. So let's look at Ajax right now. I mean, pretty much like Ajax, Oshawa, Pickering, and Whitby. Okay, so the number we're interested in is right there, this one here, SNLR. So Ajax was at 78%. This is the peak of the market right here, February. So Ajax was at 78%, and then Oshawa was at 81%. Pickering was at 78%, and Whitby was at 81.9%. So right around the 75 to 80% mark, every single one. Now let's look at what's happened in July. Okay, so July, Ajax went down to 63%, and Oshawa is at 64%, Pickering is at 61.9%, and Whitby is at 63%. So that is a considerable drop only in a matter of a few months. It kind of shows you which way the market's going. So hopefully this kind of information was helpful to you. I think that's about it for now. This is everything I had for July. So hopefully this helps you out in case you guys are thinking of selling or buying. And if you guys need any help, like I said before, if you're looking for an honest agent to help you out, give me a call. You can reach me at this number or you can text me, whatever's easier for you. Thanks. See ya.